All right, guys, in this video, I'm super excited to share with you how you can develop a superpower. You can do this every single day, and it is radically going to transform your performance, your performance in life, your mindset, and ultimately your magnetism, how you can attract new opportunities, and ultimately how you can just be happier every single day, right? So let's dive into this thing. I'm excited to share this with you.
Go, 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 go!
All right, so over the last number of years, there's been one singular thing, a habit that has completely changed my life. I talk about it with my clients every single day. I've talked about it on other trainings, other calls I've done. And when I've been able to speak to large groups of people, whether it's on Zoom or whether it's on a stage somewhere or an event somewhere, I always bring this up, and I always talk about this because it's something that I didn't learn until I was in my 30s. But the payoff of it has been, like, the results and the payoff of me learning this and applying it has been so incredible. And I didn't do this for so long, then I changed it, and my life absolutely took off and took on a whole new direction. And so I want to share it with you guys. It's one of the first videos I'm doing on this channel because I was thinking about all the things I could talk about, all the things I could say, and I truly have classified this one thing as a superpower, because when you start your day with this, when you wake up in the morning and you decide, like, okay, I'm actually going to make this a habit, a priority, a daily discipline, it's going to create an unbelievable amount of freedom for you. The energy levels that you're going to achieve from this, right? Mentally, physically, the emotional state. We talk, you talk a lot about, if you study personal development, or you study like peak performance optimization, a lot of it comes down to mastering your emotions. Like if you look at professional athletes or people in business, maybe business athletes, we classify them as something that I love that term. It's about how can you master your emotional state and create an emotional home, like Tony Robbins talks about a lot, where you can be happy and you can master your emotions, and you can actually set yourself up for a life that is completely different than somebody who is mastered by negative emotions. And one thing that has been, I would say, just transformational in my life is this awareness. When I wake up in the morning, it's this one thing. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, what's here is available to you, but also what's missing is available to you, right? So when you wake up in the morning, your thoughts generally go to either what's missing or what's here, right? And so the thing I want to talk about in this video is gratitude, okay? And if you followed me for a while, I've been speaking about this, and I've been talking about how this is a superpower that anybody can develop, because this is why I believe that everybody needs to know about this, why I want to tell the world about this, and why I wanted to share this on this channel, because this is something that, in the morning when I wake up, it's the very, very first thing that I do, and it's what I teach my clients to do every single day as well. So let me break this down for you. All right, so guys, I truly believe that gratitude is the separator between attracting more of what we want into our life or attracting more of what we don't want, and there's people out there, you probably know a few of them, and they're constantly focusing on what they don't have or what they don't want, and they're attracting just more of the same things. You're attracting just more negative stuff into your life, or more problems, or more relationships, or more people that aren't necessarily, improving your life and your situation. But then you look at people that focus on what they have, what's already here, and that their life almost seems to just kind of be on this trajectory of always getting better, and they're improving their opportunities. They're attracting better opportunities. They're attracting more blessing, more prosperity or abundance, if you want to call it that, right? Like they just their life is just continually getting better. And this for me really comes down to the principle of giving and receiving. And one thing I've learned in my life, I love to travel. You guys know I love talking about health and wellness and performance. I love talking about mindset. I love talking about these things that have become passions of mine. And I really believe that from a principle perspective, like as I've studied so much of personal development and learned from different mentors, and as I've been, now reading over the last 6 to 12 months, the Bible every single day as well, it talks about giving, right? There's this principle of giving. And you may have heard people talk about, different people on YouTube or different people, online talking about how the secret to living is giving, This is like a common theme among a lot of really, positive teaching, is that like when you give, right, you have to give to receive. It's like if you want to have an amazing life, right, you got to give value. And you got to give before you can receive. Or if you join a new community or a new club or a team, it's like if you give value, if you give first and you come with a spirit of giving, then you can put yourself in a position to receive. It's like the greatest leaders are servants, right? You have to give, you have to be a servant before you can, servant leadership before you're going to be, respected as a leader. If you're just trying to get all the time, right? Your life is and your leadership and your position and whatever it is, your business, etc. You're not going to get the results that you want, right? So I know you guys, this makes sense. So when it comes to gratitude, okay, it's this process, and it's this beautiful thing that you can do every day in the morning, where you're giving gratitude, you're giving thanks. And your hands, if you look at your hands, and there's an emoji I found, maybe I'll put it up here. There's an emoji that's like this, right? With your hands just outstretched, where they're open, right? And when you're open and you're giving, now you're in a position as well to receive. So when you practice this discipline, which I'm going to refer to it as a superpower in this video, you're giving and then you're ready to receive. And so what I do every morning, okay, is I take a pen and paper, right? I've got my pen, I've got my paper. Usually in the morning, I'm going straight to water, right? I'm hydrating, and then I've got my coffee. And then the next thing is my gratitude journal, right? So here I literally just go and I write the word thank you several times, and then I say it out loud, because there's something powerful about writing. There's also something powerful about speaking. And then, this video is going to be in the peak performance category, because this is a way you can improve your performance mentally, emotionally, but also I truly believe physically, because the body follows the mind, right? It's insane how everything is connected. But when you start to write down what you're grateful for, I make a list here, of things. I try to do 5 to 10. Sometimes it could be more. It could be 15 or 20 things. I'm focusing on what's here. I'm not focusing on what's missing. The second thing is I'm focusing on what the blessings and the things I already have in my life are. And instead of me thinking about comparing myself to other people, instead of me thinking about the opportunities that I missed, instead of me thinking about maybe this feeling this fear of missing out, or this fear of not measuring up, or not being as successful maybe as I want to be, or in my life in the past, most days I would wake up and I would think about my past. I would think about this vision of my past, or these events of the past, or people or experiences or things that would just start to flood into my head. And if you're watching this video, I can probably predict that you struggle with the same things, either currently or you have, where every day it's like you wake up and you're just flooded with these thoughts. Now, if you want to be somebody that creates your dream life, or if you want to be somebody that creates a future that is compelling, a compelling future, right? A bright future. If you want to be somebody that when you get up in the morning, you start attracting the people and the opportunities and the things into your life that are going to make that a reality, then it all starts with our thoughts and our emotions. And that's how we can then create that life and that future and that day, every single day, where it's like, hey, this day is now an opportunity. This day is a new it's a new day. It's a new experience. And so the whole thing with writing down your gratitudes every morning, it literally takes 5 minutes. But I call it a superpower because you cannot feel negative emotions at the same time as feeling gratitude. So what I mean by that is you can't, the negative emotions of, fear or worry or anxiety or depression or doubt, self-doubt, all these different things that we all have struggled with, or maybe you're struggling with right now. Those emotions cannot coexist with the emotion of gratitude. So when you feel gratitude, it's like you repel all these negative emotions and you're just sitting in this state of bliss. You're sitting in this state of just peace and this feeling of like when you really train your mind and your emotions to be able to sit and actually feel the emotion of gratitude. It's like this wave just comes over you where you're sitting there and you're going, wow, like look at all the things in my life that are incredible. I have running water, clean water coming out of my faucet. I have the coffee in my cup, right? The food in my fridge, the people in my life, my family, my friends. Maybe it's your partner, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, boyfriend. Maybe it's your, the business that you have that your business may not be perfect. Your business may not be where you want it to be at this point, because you have these goals and you're an achiever and you're like, dude, my business could be 10 times or 100 times as big as it is now. Sure, right? We all feel that stuff. But look at the business that you have right now and the success that you've already had, or the clients that you already have, right? Like I learned a long time ago, let's say you have a team in your business that works with you. If you're not grateful for the team you have, you're never going to have a bigger team. If you're not grateful for the clients you have, you're never going to have more clients, right? So this all is connected. All right, so the first action step is every morning when you wake up, you hydrate, right? I hydrate with mineral salt and water. Then I make my coffee. Then I sit down. I write my gratitude journal, 5 things, maybe 10. Takes a few minutes, okay? The second action step is where you actually send a thank you text or a thank you message to somebody in your life that you want to give gratitude to as well. So maybe it's somebody that is on your social media who's just been posting positive content, and you're like, dude, I want to show this person, or I just want to say I'm grateful to this person, some love, send them some love, show them some love, to just say, hey, like I appreciate all the amazing stuff you're putting out there. You're helping a lot of people. You're inspiring a lot of people. Or maybe it's somebody that did something for you. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was 5 years ago, but find something to appreciate and send some love to somebody and just say, dude, I just want to give you some gratitude. I just want to say thank you. And I'm telling you, like that frequency, I just did this before I got on to record this video. I just sent somebody a genuine, heartfelt thank you message. And I'm telling you, it just raises your frequency. Like the payoff of this entire thing, why I call this a superpower, is because you will raise your frequency and your vibration. The law of attraction has been talked about for like a decade, right? And I posted something a couple months back about how the law of attraction doesn't work, and people were like, well, what do you mean? But if you read the post, it talks about how the law of vibration is the primary law, and you have to raise your frequency, you have to raise your vibration first before you can attract the things you want in your life, because everything we want is already here. We just have to get on the vibration and the frequency of it, right? So if you look at, if you study just these great people that you can look back over time and you can study, whether it was, a tremendous athlete, somebody in business, characters in the Bible, people that, you look at like King David, right? Was always giving thanks to God. Jesus was always giving thanks to God, right? If you look at, the greatest business leaders, they're always giving more value than they receive. You look at these people online, they're just giving away just free value, just free, like literally so much content and so much value that you're like, wow, like this person gives so much free value. Imagine what I would be able to get if I actually paid to get coached by them or to work with them or something like that, you know? And then you look at, you know, these athletes, these professional athletes, these people that you know, they get sponsored by Nike or they get sponsored by the biggest brands in the world, or they're Olympians or they win gold medals or Stanley Cups, you know, or whatever. And it's like these people have given so much as in the form of effort and energy and training and work and progress and discipline. Like they've just given of themselves everything they have, and then all of a sudden they receive something in return. It's the same principle. So gratitude just puts you in this energy of giving and receiving, which is the secret of living. Giving is living at the end of the day, right? I said it earlier, but it really is true. And then when you think about the payoff, the payoff is your energy is going to go up. You know, there's a very there's a powerful principle that you can't change your life until you change your energy. You change your energy, you change your life. Okay, but then there's also like, you know, and I'll do a whole other video on some of the things that I've cut out of my life to raise my energy. You know, and so that's going to be coming. But it's like, you know, the payoff of this, of waking up every day and focusing on gratitude, is you start to master your emotions, okay? You start to change your energy. You start to attract better things into your life. You start to feel better. Like I feel amazing right now. I feel, you know, like I'm so fired up. I feel like I could just, you know, go out and just absolutely crush whatever is in front of me. I'm actually, it's the morning right now. I'm about to go hit the gym. And then we have a meeting with a brand that we're going to be doing some collaboration with, which I'm super excited about. But it's like, you know, your energy level, your frequency, your vibration, and then putting yourself in a state where, you know, you genuinely feel gratitude for all the things you already have in your life. Because the reality is, you know, your life's never going to be perfect. You're never going to be as far along as you want to be, right? You're never going to be like, oh man, like everything in my life is just perfect. I don't want anything. Right? We live in a society, we live in a culture now in the world in general where we always want more. We always compare ourselves to somebody who has more than us or better than us. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more, right? As human beings, like we are designed for expansion. Spiritually, deep down at the core, I believe we're designed for expansion and growth, and to continue to you know, go to higher levels and learn more and get more information and do more good in the world. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to this idea, this concept, I just want you to, you know, if you have to rewind this video and watch it again, you know, I want you to really understand that you start your day with this. I've got all my clients around the world doing this right now. You start your day with this every morning for 5 minutes and just watch how your life starts to change and how things start to get better and how your performance in life, your peak performance, begins to go up, right? So guys, I appreciate you so much for watching this video. Click right here to watch the next one. Make sure that you like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It's going to help this channel reach more people. And we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, take care.